kama yamkini ana bilisa anapa dakshara na nkuruza bitajeshi lafin ude majeshi bitana SSP ijeshi bita Uganda beruba tuombe banadi lafin kama kama shunu dola bitana hina hana dola independent ina na siada aljeshi dola tano bialifu ba dakshara kwa madafari dakil medina dakilafima mushirika mushunu na kisha mimi shunu minu teb zaman mon kan dafi jafaida nihna tari gadia mun na shin shakla taneti ya jeshi beledu munawiya bitajeshi bitana teb yo jeshi bitana kan ya bilifu zere mun jeshi sana bilen ya kama ya miten jeshi sana mtaki ta fomu gurush teb jeshi gurush kita fomu malma tafale jeshi bitana is smart this spirit tomon gilama gilama smart jeshi bitana ba helble makan dugu kifi jizma bitombe shu jeshi muktam jeshi medif jeshi moral ton bikuna ali ze kan zaman mo kan gishake mafadi hali jeshi bitana tibi kam kse shaka ya mafi jeshi dola ni sharafu mun sharafu mun hali mun sharafu ladina maazin ingan makisara pele bitomo hina bakalamda na gaino mako ya jamaa fadi hama firal bitana ta muslimin dola bitana de kalamde waja sidile.
Sounds of the Week on iRadio, your eye on South Sudan. Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, this is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. Authorities in Nasir County of Upper Nile State say a group of SPLA-IO forces has detained boats transporting civilians and goods along the Sobat River, putting river transport at risk. The Undersecretary in the Ministry of Health has urged for stronger teamwork and collaboration among the ministry's leadership, technical staff, and implementing partners to effectively address the country's growing health challenges. And the Directorate of Nationality, Passport and Immigration says it plans to begin a countrywide inspection of foreigners living in the country. This is stories and more coming to you in this news bulletin with me, Lasuba Memo. And now the news in detail. Authorities in Nasir County of Upper Nile State say a group of SPLA-IO forces has detained boats transporting civilians and goods along the Sobat River, putting river transport at risk. Nasir County Commissioner James Gatwich Jock told iRadio this morning that several boats traveling from Nasir and Matar to Malakal were stopped in Yakwach, Neural County of Jonglei State. He said the boats were held by SPLA forces who are reportedly demanding excessive tax payments. According to Commissioner Gatwich, the traders had already paid taxes to SPLA forces in Mandang, who allowed them to continue their journey. However, upon reaching Yakwach, another group of SPLA soldiers detained the boats, jailed the boat drivers and traders for 4 days, and demanded an additional $4,000. They reportedly said more payments would be required at the Payam level, raising the total amount demanded to over $5,000. The commissioner says among those affected are patients seeking treatment in Malakal, as well as women and children, all currently stranded in Yakwach due to the detention.
To my people of Minimum and
The Undersecretary in the National Ministry of Health has urged for stronger teamwork and collaboration among the ministry's leadership, technical staff, and implementing partners to effectively address the country's growing health challenges. Dr. Kennedy Ganiko made the remarks on Saturday during a briefing session organized by the ministry's Project Management Unit, a vital body operating under the Directorate of International Health and Coordination within the ministry. The meeting focused on progress, updates, and implementation strategies for the Health Sector Transformation Project, a flagship initiative led by the government of South Sudan with support from multiple development partners. The project aims to strengthen health systems, expand access to essential healthcare services, and improve health outcomes across the country. Dr. Ganiko said, and I quote, "Tackling our nation's health issues requires a unified front, By working together, we can ensure the success of the health sector transformation project and deliver quality care to every citizen. He emphasized that collaboration between national institutions, international partners, and health workers is essential to overcoming challenges such as inadequate infrastructure, limited resources, and disparities in health delivery. The Undersecretary further called on all departments within the ministry to align their efforts toward the common vision of achieving universal health coverage. He also outlined the need for improved coordination, transparency, and accountability in managing health programs and donor-funded projects. The Project Management Unit, which oversees the implementation of the initiative, plays a crucial role in coordinating donors, ensuring effective use of funds, and monitoring project performance. Its work supports the ministry's broad agenda of transforming the health sector through efficient service delivery, capacity building, and institutional reforms. Dr. Ganiko reaffirms the ministry's commitment to strengthening health governance and ensuring that all South Sudanese have access to quality, affordable, and sustainable health care services. The Directorate of Nationality, Passport and Immigration says it plans to begin a nationwide inspection of foreigners living in South Sudan. According to the Director General, the new move will also include linking residency permits to SIM card validity. Major General Elia Costa made the remarks during the Around South Sudan program on iRadio last Friday. He said the Immigration Directorate will now register all foreigners using their telephone SIM cards and tie their immigration status to how long the SIM card remains active. He added that the exercise will be carried out in collaboration with telecom companies operating in the country.
عندنا في جوبا هنا immigration stations موزع تقريبا 10 محطات بتاع يعني مثلا في الجبل هنا في كاستون في نمرة 3 في جوبا تاون في مونيكي في كوبري حبوبة شركات فهم طبعا ياهو براجع من وقت لتاني مستندات بتاع ناس الساكنين في اريا بتاعهم اوراق بتاعهم برضو ده يعني ما كفايه فعندنا برنامج عندنا خطه عملناه اللي هو دايرين نعمل جنرال سكرينينج فحص للاجانب الموجودين هنا فعندنا خطه انه دور ده دايرين نعمل نظام بتاع سيم كارد ريجستريشن لما يبدوك لما تجيب حاجاتك نسجل عليك بسيم كارد نديك سيم كارد فسيم كارد ده بيكون محدد هناك فتره بتاعك مثلا عندك 3 شهور سيم كارد بتاعك 3 شهور عندك شهر سيم كارد بتاعك بيشتغل برضه لمده شهر مع شركات بتاعت اتصالات هاي بتاعك انتهت السيم كارد بتاعك اوتوماتيكال بقفل في ليله تمشي تجدد ولما تمشي تجدد ليله تمشي اول مكتب الهجره بعد ما تكمل اجراءاتك هناك بعد بيفتح عليك طوال اوتوماتيك نعم طبعا في ناس ضعفان وما بيعرف النتيجه بتاعه شنو لكن ده برضه فيها مراقبه برضه فيها مراقبه فيها متابعه في السيستم انت كجنوبي مشيت اشتريت سيم كارد باسمك وديتها الاجنبي طوال ببدوك they will track you طبعا من خلال المحادثات من بيعرفوا طوالي زول ده ما ساو سودانيش فده في سيستم فيه فبرضه ده يعني ممكن رساله للمواطنين انه لو قمنا بالعمليه ده تستفيد شنو ان لما تشتري سيم كارد باسمك عشان تدي الاجنبي وبعدين هيحددوا ذاته يعني انت ممكن تشتري اكثر من كم سيم كارد حتى لو انت جنوبي.
The Immigration Department says foreigners will be required to register their SIM cards based on their approval length of stay, usually 3 or 6 months. If the resident permit expires and is not renewed, the corresponding SIM card will be deactivated until the permanent is updated. General Costa also warned South Sudanese citizens against helping foreigners to get SIM cards illegally. This is iRadio News. Authorities in Eastern Equatoria State have officially sworn in 9 members of an advisory board at the Nimule Mayor's office earlier today. Speaking to iRadio in an exclusive interview, Mayor Caesar Longa fully confirmed the inauguration, stating that the advisory board will assist his office on a wide range of matters including gender issues, current affairs, security, persons with special needs, education and health.
Today we are having a swearing in of the advisors, the office of the mayor. There are about 9, and these advisors are actually to guide and advise the mayor on various issues like gender, current affairs, security, people with special needs, education, health, many mention it, so many of them. So whatever I was doing, I thought I was not doing enough. I believe with the bringing in my advisors, it will be much better because they will come and support me in various departments.
Mayor Longa expressed optimism that the advisory board will strengthen the efficiency of municipal operations and deepen service delivery to the residents of Nimule. He also called on the local population to support the advisory board to ensure their work has meaningful impact.
What I will say to my people of Nimule municipality is that together we stand, divided we fall. And Nimule being as the town that has host all the 64 tribes and other international people, I am asking them to work together so that we build better South Sudan and we build better Eastern Equatorial State, we build better Nimule, because one of the slogans of our government is that one people, one nation. So that alone make us actually to build trust among ourselves. And in this advisory board, it's not only one tribe. There are very many tribes that we are born from different tribes. Others have lived here at different times, so that we feel we should also contribute.
Before international news, the governor of Central Equatoria State, Rabbi Mujung Emmanuel, has called for lasting peace, national unity, and a strong security, citing these are key pillars for sustainable development and stability. Governor Mujung made the remarks during a courtesy visit to St. Matthias Church in Juba. According to a statement from the office of the governor, the visit is part of ongoing efforts to engage with churches across the state and promote messages of peace, cooperation, and unity. While addressing the congregation, Governor Mujung called on churches, communities, and government institutions to work together in solving the challenges facing the state. He said, and I quote, "To bring total peace and stability, we should unite because no one from outside will bring peace apart from us," end quote. He added that peace must begin at the community level and urged citizens to embrace local solutions that promote harmony and security. The Assistant Bishop of Juba Diocese of the Episcopal Church, Right Reverend Jackson Aripa, welcomed the governor's visit and assured him of the church's full support for government-led peace initiatives. Governor Mujung was accompanied by senior state officials, including the State Advisor on Gender, Child and Social Welfare, Miriam Aguli, the Minister of Peace Building, Jacob Aligo, the Minister of Information and Communication, Nyarsuk Patrick, and the Commissioner of Juba County, Emmanuel Tete. This is iRadio News, and now to the international scene. Here is James Atem.
Thank you, Lasuba Memo. And now here are the top regional and international stories. Former Kenyan Prime Minister and revered long-time opposition leader Raila Odinga was buried in the west of the country after a service attended by thousands of people on Sunday. The burial concluded days of memorials that at times led to chaos, with at least 5 mourners dying at other events and dozens injured at a public viewing on Sunday. Odinga died on Wednesday, aged 80, in an Indian hospital. Elsewhere, 2 Hong Kong airport security staff were killed when a cargo plane skidded off a runway, hit their patrol vehicle, and plunged into the sea. Emirates flight EK9788 was arriving from Dubai at about 1950 GMT when it veered off the runway, crashed through perimeter fencing, and collided with a security vehicle, pushing it into the water. The 2 people inside died. The Boeing 77 ended up partly submerged, but the 4 crew on board survived. And finally, Australia has accused a Chinese military aircraft of releasing flares in close proximity to its patrol jet over the South China Sea. The Australian government has raised its concern with Beijing over unsafe and unprofessional maneuver, the Defense Department said in a statement on Monday. There was no damage to Australia's P-8A aircraft, and 8 personnel were unharmed after Sunday's encounter. And that's the end of the regional and international stories with me, James Atem. Now back to you, Lasuba Memo in the studio.
Thank you indeed, James Atem. This is iRadio News, and now to the world of sports. Here is Darlington Moses.
Thank you so much, Lasuba Memo. In the world of sport today, starting with home news, the title holder Jammus FC crushed Bantu City with a resounding 8-2 victory in a Week 3 fixture of South Sudan Premier League played yesterday at the Juba National Stadium. George Roderick from Jammus FC showcased exceptional skills, earning a man of the match. In second game yesterday, Qatar FC earned a narrow 1-0 victory over Wajuma FC away, where Malay's Jamal Michael from Qatar FC showcased exceptional skill, earning a man of the match. While today, Monday, Malakia to challenge the Super Cup title holder El Merreikh Bantu at Juba National Stadium at 1 p.m. noon, while in the afternoon, Al Hilal Wow will take on Atlabara Juba at Juba National Stadium at 4 p.m. Kylian Mbappe scored the only goal as Real Madrid beat 9-man Getafe to move above reigning champions Barcelona and return to the top of the league, La Liga. The host had substituted Alan Nyom, sent off for violent contact, only 44 seconds after he came on as the former Watford and West Brom fullback was judged to have elbowed Vinicius Jr. Red Bull were fined €50,000 because a team member returned to the grid to try to remove the tape marking McLaren driver Lando Norris' grid position for the United States Grand Prix. Half of the fine was suspended for the rest of the 2025 season on condition the innocent does not happen again. Governing body, the FIA, said the Red Bull employee had ignored instructions from marshals who were also trying to prevent him from entering the gate well area. The Israeli Premier League derby between Maccabi Tel Aviv and Hapoel Tel Aviv was cancelled before kick-off on Sunday after what police described as public disorder and violent riots. Dozens of smoke, grenades, and pyrotechnic devices were thrown. Israeli police posted on X, adding, "This is not football game. This is disorder and serious violence." 12 civilians and 3 officers were injured, police said, while 9 people were arrested and 16 detained for questioning. This is all in the world of sport, and back to you, Lasuba Memo.
Thanks, Darlington Moses. This is iRadio News, and to end this bulletin, here's a recap of the headlines. Authorities in Nasir County of Upper Nile State say a group of SPLA forces has detained boats transporting civilians and goods along the Sobat River, putting river transport at risk. The Undersecretary in the Ministry of Health has urged for stronger teamwork and collaboration among the ministry's leadership, technical staff, and implementing partners to effectively address the country's growing health challenges. The Directorate of Nationality, Passport and Immigration says it plans to begin a countrywide inspection of foreigners living in the country. That's the end of iRadio News. If there is a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message at +211 925 287 870. It's also our WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page iRadio, subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for the news in Arabic at 12:30. I am Lasuba Memo. Thank you for listening.